Hello everybody! Today the lesson is about the weather. We will talk about some expressions, verbs, words, adjectives that can be useful in talking about this topic. First of all, let's have a look at the question. So, how can we say com'è il tempo oggi? In English, we say, what's the weather like? What is the contracted form of what is. The weather is il tempo atmosferico, and like means come. Like is not the verb piacere, okay? So basically, we can ask, what's the weather like in Liguria or in your country? What's the weather like in the summer, in August? Let's have a look at the ways in which we can answer. If there's the sun in the sky, we can say that it's sunny. If there are clouds in the sky, we can say that it is cloudy. If the clouds are dark and it's going to rain, we can say that it is rainy. Other expressions are linked to the snow. If there is snow, we can say it's snowy. If there is a lot of wind, we can say that it is windy. Or if we can't see anything because of the fog, we can say that it is foggy. We have seen the verbs snow and rain because they are also verbs. In that case, we can say it is raining or it is snowing. In other cases, such as with the wind or the sun, which are not verbs, we can say, for example, that the sun shines and the wind blows. Here we have a dark sky with lightning and thunder. It's a storm. So it's stormy weather. When the storm finishes and we can see the sky, the sun coming out of the clouds, so in this case it's clearing up. The temperature. It is another piece of information we can give when talking about the weather. So the temperature basically can be high or low. If the temperature is low, we can say that it's cold. It's cold today. Or, which is freezing if the temperature is really low. We can also say that it is chilly or cool. The difference between cool and cold is that cool means fresco, so it is not freddo freddo. It could be also pleasant. If the temperature is high, we said that we can say hot or warm. It's hot in August in Liguria, for example. It's warm in September. So the difference between hot and warm is that warm is caldo, but in a pleasant way. Mild is another adjective we can use with a climate such as the one in Liguria, where the temperatures are always good temperatures, even in winter, and it is a typical Mediterranean climate influenced by the sea. So we have seen that when we use the expression what's the weather like and we answer, we usually use the verb to be at the present tense when we talk about today. So today it's, I don't know, windy, it's cloudy, it's rainy, and so on. Or we use the verb to be the present tense when we talk about the weather in an area or in a country during the year or in a particular time in the year. So in a generic way. In Liguria, for example, the weather is mild, as we said before. Of course, if we talk about the past, we must use was. So, yesterday, for example, I can say, it was sunny and hot. Or last year, last season, the weather was. If we talk about tomorrow, which is the future, of course, we need to use a future tense. The future tense linked to the weather, since it is always something we are not sure about, is with will. Tomorrow, it will be sunny. It will be a beautiful day, for example. The weather forecast is le previsioni del tempo. And as said before, the presenter usually uses the future form with will because we are never sure about the weather. The question is, what will the weather be like? Look at the position of will and be. We already know that when we use will, which is a modal verb, we need the infinitive, the bare infinitive of the verb of action that follows. This is a question, so the weather, which is the subject, goes between will and be. Well, when we answer this question, we can use will, but also some other modal verbs which give you the idea of something possible, so not sure. For example, can, could, might, may. We can say, it may be a sunny day, but we don't know. Or, it can rain, but we don't know. If we want to give this idea of possibility, when we use will, we can say it will probably be sunny, for example. Now, let's have a look at some other adjectives that we can use with these words: the sky, the sea, or the rain. The sky can be overcast or clear. It is overcast when it is covered. There are a lot of clouds. You can see the sun. The sky is clear when there are no clouds. It's a beautiful day. The sea can be rough or calm. It is rough when the waves are high. It is calm when there are no waves. The rain can be heavy. It means that it rains a lot. Or torrential, which is heavier than heavy. And now, let's finish with some proverbs or sentences that maybe you already know. When the rain is really heavy, in English, you can say that it's raining cats and dogs. It's a curious sentence. It means that piove a catinelle in italiano. Or maybe, in this case, you can say something like red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor's warning, which is something like the Italian rosso di sera, bel tempo si spera, rosso di mattina, mal tempo si avvicina. I hope this lesson was helpful to see how to ask for the weather and also how to answer about it. See you and thank you. Bye.